Hello, this is Rock Reviews, and today's the analysis discussion of episode 201, season 2, episode 1 of Hell's Kitchen, which is the first episode of season 2. Finally getting to the second season, which is exciting. There's a lot of changes that happen. It's faster pace. There's some new stuff they add. The coat hanging, portrait burning is new. That's another showy kind of thing that's nice. No more Ramsey confessionals, which changes how he's kind of viewed in the show, going from, the Jeff Probst to the omnipotent, all-knowing, this, not even human, this robot that's there to yell at people, which is a change that some people like, some people don't, putting him in this higher position, but because of season 1, he did go to stardom, so it makes sense that put him in a higher position and don't want to hear his personal takes that humanizes him, which is, I guess, is what they don't want. Also, this season is the first to have a gender divide. Season 1 and 18, the other one's not too, so this marks the first one that is. Here's a fun fact about the cast. Half of the cast is from Texas. Garrett, Giacomo, Larry, Polly, Rachel, Sarah, all from Texas. And 4 more of them are from New York. Heather, Keith, Maribel, and Virginia are all from New York. So 10 of the 12 people all come from 2 states. Tom from New Jersey and then Gabe from Illinois. Yeah, that's a neat fact. Yeah. So it starts off introduction, same as usual. And then, boom, the signature dish. Just like last time, everyone, everyone did poorly. At the end, there was only 2 people who were rated not bad, which was Heather's and Giacomo's. Heather's was said to be decent, Giacomo's was said to be good. I like that those 2 are praised here then, because those are some of the only likable people this season. This season has a lot of weird people, and these 2 are, even though Giacomo's a weird guy, he's likable enough. Heather is just great all around. Same sous chefs, gendered teams, separated. Before first service, it's, study up, get prepped, because they told we're gonna serve in 24 hours. Which I think is partially new. I think they don't prep on the first day in the first season, but they still have to prepare all the menus and everything. But yeah, blue team skips sleep. They decide to drink and everything. So they're in very poor condition in the morning. Larry especially becomes extremely tired, extremely sick. He says he's running on fumes alone. So only time will tell what will happen during service. And me, I will tell. During service, it starts off rough. Tom, as he mentioned in the signature dish challenge, is a schwetter. He's a very sweaty guy. He's sweating in the food. Ramsey tell him, "You're disgusting. Throw out that food." Virginia, early on, is very lost. She doesn't know what's going on. At the beginning, Giacomo and Heather were put as donkeys, which are unfortunate because those were the only people with a good signature dish. Yep. After that, during appetizers, Polly sends up a really bad risotto, which kind of shows her terrible standards. Tom then sends up raw scallops. Tom, he really needs to get the ball rolling to save himself. Which he does. He definitely bounces back and sends out some more appetizers afterwards. And all that. Tom bounces back for sure. Polly doesn't. She stays really poorly throughout her entire first service. There's an incident, a funny one, with a customer. They come up with their pumpkin risotto, all the pumpkin eaten out of it, and say, I hardly got any pumpkin in this risotto. I want more pumpkin. And Ramsay says, screw you. You know? Uh, he already ate all the risotto, you know? He already ate all of it. So Ramsay tells him to screw off. He says he offers to ram the pumpkin up his ass. You know, and sends him back to his seat, you know? He's that's I really liked about the early seasons is how Ramsay would treat the customers. He would tell them, "Screw you." Customer is never right. You can't just come up to him and ask for more pumpkin. But yeah. Anyways, they get Heather to switch with Polly. Thank Christ. Which things start going better. Things start coming out. Sarah, in the rush of sending a dish out, goes, yay, like a cheerleader. Ramsay is not happy. That's really sends him over the edge. Over on the blue team, Larry is kind of standing there like a statue, which is not a thing to do when your team is really struggling this much, like an hour or two into service. Virginia, back over in the red kitchen, is still lost. Ramsay finally loses it, and he shuts down the service with Jean-Philippe. He said that there's no winning teams, but the losing teams was the women, which is no surprise. They got less appetizers out, they had probably a more painful service, and they didn't bounce back really until Heather got sent on. And yeah, Heather was named Best of Worst, which Best of Worst is a powerful title, at least in this season. You pretty much can determine who goes home. So she puts up Polly and Virginia. Polly because of incompetence on the pad and its kitchen. Virginia for not knowing what's going on at all whatsoever. And at the end, Polly gets sent home, the first person to go home, which is totally fair. She completely slowed down apps. She did not send out anything. Screwed up every terrible standards. She took the loss in grace, which is nice for a first elimination. Do I think it was fair that Polly went home over Virginia? Yeah. Virginia, spoiler alert, makes it quite far, despite so many times she says she has no clue what she's doing. Yeah, it makes sense as a first boot. Although Polly didn't show a lot of promise, she was nice enough. It's a little shame to see her go this early. Tom got saved, despite getting called out a little bit. Yeah, that's the first episode. All around, a nice intro to the future of Hell's Kitchen, even if it's just like the early ages. New stuff, new pace, new Ramsay, new everything, new structure almost. The challenges are like more professional, I guess, and it's running like a kitchen, you know. There's more emphasis on things running better. I think there's higher standards this season too. Timing-wise, in the first season, you didn't really notice it. People just put stuff up, and no one was really calling times. This season, we had first episode alone, Sarah calling different times, Polly calling different times. So it's nice to see that side of the cooking. But yeah, great first episodes. I'm excited to get more into season 2 because I really like season 2.